We don't belong to this place. We do not own anything. We have to leave one day this place and inheritance to another. Our descendants.
In rural areas, especially in Kerala, in India, we all are interlinked with other people. Yeah, we strongly believe that everyone has a social responsibility. I think we have problems and yeah, but yeah, please come. Morning, Aditya. This is the happiest with my wife and baby. This is cradle. Usually we are using it for us making sleep Abel, and he's comfortable in it. He's always sleeping in the cradle. Okay. Now he's sleeping, so we can make it. Yeah. Yeah. We're keeping the rosary in it to protect him, like that, always keeping. Yeah. My parents and I believe that this will protect Abel from all dangers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been one better for a while.
You move this way, sorry. Perfect, thank you.
We should start with my name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
Hi, my name is Anish. Full name Anish James. I grew up in Wayanad. I am from this area. By profession, I am a social worker. I am the program manager here with Profigo. Kerala became an independent state in 1956. Compared to other states in India, Kerala is much better state in various manner. You must understand India, it is a country under the unity in diversity. There are a number of religions here. The caste system, the society is based on the caste system. The people are divided based on the color, based on the language they speak, based on the culture they have, and the illiteracy. That is, I think, that is the main problem of backwardness, illiteracy. The people do not have access to education. Because of the backwardness in the education and lack of proper legislations and lack of proper developmental strategies, the people are still remaining at the bottom of the society. The government officials did not recognize the need for the development here, and many times this area was neglected by the government people and from the policy by the policy makers. The process of progress has to be initiated, identifying the problems and being with the community. We have to think along with community and we have to identify the problems. Then we have to develop the projects and programs. I think Profigo is doing such a work here because here the community really needs the people-centered development, because we are not thinking from the top. Instead, we are coming and we are reaching out to the people, and we are getting in, we are involving with people, and we are feeling with people, we are thinking with people, we are bringing people together, and we are giving them an opportunity to ventilate their sorrows. In that manner, we are making some initiatives here.
My name is Jenny Collith, and I'm one of the co-founders, and I'm volunteering as the executive director for Profigo. My husband, myself, and actually some friends of ours, we all had, I guess, in common some international background and all wanting to utilize some of our professional skills, but in a way where we could benefit developing communities. So we went on a couple of exploratory trips, I would say maybe about 4 years back. We kind of narrowed down to the area of Wayanad. You know, just really finding the place to be this beautiful place with lots of different resources, but really finding sort of this disconnect of having resources but not being able to access them for your own benefit. Our field fellows are amazing. I mean, they have sort of paused their lives and gone abroad, and I think that speaks loudly to the community in a different way, in the sense that they know, these foreigners are here, they care about us, they're here to relate with us, to work with us, to help us, to empower us.
Hello. Namaskaram. Sugamano. Sugam? Sugam? Yeah, every morning from the Profugo house, I walk from the apartment quarters to Valarin and the Prashantigiri. And it's a 30-minute walk approximately, but I absolutely love it. Namaskaram. Sugamano. No, Prashantigiri. This is where a lot of the kids on the weekends will play cricket in the rubber tree field. I haven't been able to play with the kids here. I don't know all of them. I know more of the ones in Prashantigiri, but next time I see them playing there, I'll have to jump in. The beautiful waterfall. Oh, really? Welcome. Thank you. Cheta, Nani, Pinekano, okay? Pinekano. Yeah. My name is Apupin. That is a nickname that I just received yesterday, and apparently it means grandfather. She saw the red hair, and most older men kind of have that, so she called me Apupin. My name is Tyler Castile. I'm from Littleton, Colorado, and I'm a program manager here working with Profugo, directly working with natural resource management. So I'm focused on developing sustainable initiatives that would include rainwater harvesting, alternative energy sources, and looking into different income-generating projects for our community members here in Prashantigiri. My first day in the village, I was picked up by Rajesh and Emily at the airport in Calicut, and we drove all the way up here to Prashantigiri, and I was just amazed at the beauty here. I'd spent a few days in Delhi when I first came, and just the transition from the people and also the scenery was just unbelievable. As we drove up those ghats, and I saw the beautiful rain just come amidst all the tropical forests here, and to see the low-lying clouds just hanging in the valleys, I was just captivated. I don't think I've ever really felt such warming hospitality. But here, there was something special about these people in welcoming me in as a family member, welcoming me in as a brother. I stayed with Anish the first week I was here, and it was a beautiful experience getting to know his family, getting to know more about the culture. We had long discussions over dinner. I've learned a lot in the 7 weeks that I've been here, and I've had a lot of powerful experiences, and I've met a lot of amazing people. I think I've learned a lot about community while being here, and I've learned a lot about being human and what it means to be human, and interacting with people who you have very little common at first of what seems like on the outside, and delving deeper into relationships, you realize that there's something that unites you, even though I'm from half a world away.
Tyler boy! Tyler boy! Come on, boy! Boy means brother. I'm calling him Tyler boy. That means Tyler brother.
See, the water is so hot. It's crazy. Yeah, I feel like I was in another world.
My full name is Isel Canelli Otero Vera. I've been here for 1 year and 4 months. I'm a student, I'm a field fellow, working here for Profugo.
There's not a lot of resources in this area. When I say resources, I mean educational resources, health facilities, and also there's not a lot of opportunities for income generation. I've seen how this community has been working really hard to overcome certain limitations that some people would call social injustices.
cookies. These are really nice stuff.
My name is Emily Davies. I'm from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and I am a graduate student. I've been here about 1 year and 4 months, and I've done an array of work. I started focusing on spoken English class, and I'm helping out with the tailoring center. This year, I am working on transitioning the tailoring center to a tailoring cooperative. For women, there's a repression here. There's no platform for them to voice their issues. I think freedom of speech is limited for women here, definitely. Danappa! Okay, the rest should. America, very banged popular.
എപ്പോഴും അതെ താത്തമ്മരടുത്ത് എപ്പോൾ നോക്കിയാലും അവരിത് കൊണ്ടുവച്ചിട്ട് പിടിക്കലേ പിടിക്കുക എത്ര പിടിച്ചിട്ടൊന്നും മതിയാവുന്നില്ല അല്ലേ എന്തോ ഇതെന്നാ വായിച്ചോണ്ട് പോണം ആ ദൃശ്യം അവര് ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് പോവാ എനിക്ക് പിടിക്കില്ല എന്നാൽ ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ ഇടാം ആ 9 മണി തൊട്ട് 4 മണി വരെ ഞാൻ തയ്ക്കും സ്റ്റിച്ച് മോശം വന്നാൽ അത് അടിക്കും വീണ്ടും തയ്ക്കും എൻ്റെ പേര് സാവിത്രി ആശാരപറമ്പിൽ സാവിത്രി ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഇവരുടെ വന്നതിന് ശേഷം 1.5 വർഷമായി അപ്പം നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ പണിയെടുക്കുന്നതിന് എനിക്ക് ഒരു മടിയില്ല പണിയെടുത്ത് ജീവിക്കാന്നുള്ളൊരു സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഇത് കിട്ടിയതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിലെ കാര്യം നോക്കും ഹാപ്പിയായിട്ട് പോകുന്നു ആഗ്രഹം ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു എന്നുവെച്ചാൽ 18 വയസ്സ് കല്യാണം കഴിച്ചു വിട്ടു അച്ഛനും പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ വന്നില്ല ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് ഭർത്താവ് ജോലിക്കൊന്നും വിടില്ല ഞാൻ കൊണ്ടുവന്നത് കഴിച്ചാൽ മതി ജോലിക്ക് പോയിട്ട് പെണ്ണുങ്ങൾ ജോലിക്ക് പോയിട്ട് ഒന്നും കഴിക്കണ്ട ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്നാൽ മതി കുട്ടികളെ നോക്കി കുടുംബം നോക്കി ഇരുന്നാൽ മതി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ജോലിക്ക് വിട്ടിട്ടൊന്നുമില്ല ഈ വീട്ടിൽ തന്നെ ഞാനിരിക്കും ഇവിടെ
In my locality, the women remained at home. They were restricted to go outside of the community. And they were housewives. Main role was to make food for the family and washing the clothes and doing the cleaning the premises of house. The females are expected to obey the words of their husbands. If a woman responds or reacts to her husband's bad ways, the whole community will raise questions to that woman and she'll be looked suspiciously. So women are remained at home silently. They are adjusting with their husbands, so it affects the family life here.
At the end of the first week, I remember Sunday after church, we go out and we look and we see one of our neighbors and they're fighting. The woman is holding her baby and she's crying and screaming at her husband and she's waving a machete at her husband. Her husband's like grabbing her arm and twisting it and trying to grab the machete from her hand. And the baby at this time is just wailing. The woman has bruises all over her. The man has machete cuts all over him. He's dripping in blood. And we grab the machete and tell them to get them to separate. And the man is a little intoxicated at this point. We end up calling a friend and he told us just to stay inside and not do anything, just close the door. And we saw everyone else in the community too, just close their door and stay inside. Do we call the police? What's going to happen here? Neighbors told us that happens all the time in this community and how common that is in India. That happens frequently here and there's not much that many people can do about it. I don't think I've been able to reconcile the beautiful aspect of this community with the darkness.
This is a suicide-prone area. Number of people from this community have committed suicide because of many reasons, because of indebtedness, because of the poverty, because of family conflicts. This is the general problems of Prashanthagiri. Majority of the people here fully dependent on the agriculture. The farmers are facing a lot of problems. For many reasons, they are under crisis, mainly because of the crop failure. Poor farmers find it very difficult to get the loan from the banks. Instead, they are forced to depend upon the local moneylenders.
ഞങ്ങൾ 10-30 പേര് വീട്ടിലുണ്ട്. വാഴക്കിടാൻ കമ്മിറ്റി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അത് പുള്ളി പുറകു വസ്തു കൊണ്ട് ഏറ്റവും ബേക്കിലെ പള്ളിയുടെ സൈഡിൽ നിന്ന് കൊണ്ട് വെച്ചിട്ട് അവിടുന്ന് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഇറക്കി കുടിച്ച് വന്നിട്ട് ഞങ്ങളോട് തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞു, എൻ്റെ തോട്ടം പോയി ഞാൻ അതുപോലെ അധ്വാനിച്ചുണ്ടാക്കിയതാണ്. അത് പോയി എനിക്ക് 1.5 നമുക്ക് 2 ലക്ഷത്തിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് തന്നെ കടം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ലോൺ എടുത്ത് ഇഞ്ചി വാഴ കൃഷിയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പം അതിൻ്റെ കടം വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് എങ്ങനെയാണെന്നുള്ളൊരു ധാരണ പുള്ളിയുടെ മനസ്സിൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് കൊണ്ടുപോയി കൊടി മൊത്തം പോയതുകൊണ്ട് അതിന് ഞാൻ ജീവിച്ചിരുന്നിട്ട് വരും. പിറ്റേ ദിവസം മരിക്കാനൊക്കെ എൻ്റെ കയ്യെ പിടിച്ചിട്ട് തന്നെ മരിച്ചു ആശുപത്രിയിൽ. കല്യാണം ആലോചന വന്നപ്പോൾ മീസിൻ്റെ അടിയൊന്നുമില്ല. 22 വയസ്സിലാണ് കല്യാണം ആലോചന വന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് എനിക്കന്ന് 18 വയസ്സ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് 19 തുടങ്ങും. അന്നത്തെ ജീവിതമൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ നാണാവും. അതുപോലെ ജീവിക്കുമായിരുന്നു. കുളിക്കാൻ പോകണമെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ ഒന്നിച്ചേ പോകുള്ളൂ. അന്നൊക്കെ തോട്ടിലായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അലക്കി കുളി കഴിയുന്നവരെ പുള്ളി അവിടെ നിൽക്കും, ഞങ്ങൾ ഒന്നിച്ചേ കുളിച്ചില്ല. അതുപോലെ ഞങ്ങൾ ജീവിച്ചതാണ്. എല്ലാം നല്ല ഓർമ്മയാണ് പുള്ളിയുടെ. പിന്നെ വെച്ചാൽ ഓവറായിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ശരീരം നോക്കും. പുള്ളി തല്ലാൻ വന്നാൽ മാറി നിൽക്കുമോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുളിച്ചു പോകുമോ, അങ്ങനത്തെ ദിവസവും മരണം വരെ ഞാൻ ചെയ്തു. പുള്ളി വെള്ളമടിച്ചിട്ടാണ്. വെള്ളമടിച്ച് ഓവറാകുമ്പോഴാണ് എന്നോട് ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ളൂ. വെള്ളമടിക്കാത്തപ്പോൾ എന്നോട് ഒരു വഴക്ക് പോലും പറയാറില്ല. നല്ല സ്നേഹമാണ്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചോ കള്ളു കുടിച്ചിട്ടല്ലേ, ഓർമ്മയില്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ ചിന്തിച്ച്. എന്നാൽ ഞാൻ നിന്നുള്ളൂ. എന്നോട് പറയും മാറിപ്പോക്കോളൂ, ഞാൻ പോവില്ല. അത് ഇവിടെ നാട്ടുകാരെല്ലാവരും പറയും ചേച്ചി ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ചോദിച്ചാൽ വേറെ വല്ലവരെങ്കിൽ തൂങ്ങിച്ചെത്താനെന്ന് പറയും. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ എന്ത് പറഞ്ഞാലും ആ മനുഷ്യനെ വിട്ടിട്ട് പോയി തൂങ്ങിച്ചാവാൻ നിൽക്കുന്നില്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. എവിടെയും മാറൂല. ദൂരടിയുള്ള ഒരു പട്ടൊക്കെ പൊട്ടുന്നവരെ തല്ലിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്നാലും ഞാൻ ഓടിപ്പോവില്ല. ഞാൻ അവിടെ നിന്ന് കൊള്ളുകയുള്ളൂ. പുള്ളിയിട്ടല്ലേ അടി കൊള്ളുന്നത്. അത് നമുക്ക് അവകാശമുള്ളതാണ്. ആ രീതിയിലാണ് ഞാൻ വളർന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്. എൻ്റെ കാരണന്മാർ പഠിപ്പിച്ചത് എന്ന് വിചാരിച്ച ആ മനുഷ്യനെ ഞാൻ വെറുത്തിട്ടില്ല. ഇപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ വെറുപ്പില്ല. അത് അറിയില്ല. ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ അടി കൊണ്ടല്ല. എനിക്ക് പുള്ളിനെ ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. അല്ല ഇരുന്നാൽ എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ജീവിതം ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ. എന്നെ സാരമില്ല, ദൈവം നമുക്കത് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടു.
I'm very sad to see many of the families are suffering a lot because of the alcoholic the addiction of their husbands and fathers. The children in this area are facing a lot of problems because of the alcoholic nature of their fathers. The quality education they receive from the school is very poor. That is why we are running a spoken English school here, a language school.
Animals. Very good.
The education system here in Prashanthagiri, the local tribal school, is not a quality education, and that's come from the words of the children, come from the words of the family members too. So with a poor income, meager income, farmers here are not able to send their kids to nicer schools in local towns. And without that education, those students aren't able to go to college. And without a college education, there's not as much of an opportunity to be able to provide an even higher income for their family. This poverty is destructive. This poverty is hurting lives and hurting relationships, and it's causing a lot of suffering and a lot of pain. And as much as I focus and see the beautiful kids here, and I see the beautiful parents too, when on the outside they're putting on that mask that may be hiding those abusive relationships and the alcoholism, as much as I focus on that and see that beauty, it's just hard to see that people are suffering and that life here is difficult, and the systemic injustice that's causing it is so difficult to understand and pull apart.
Yes.
Edatana School. Good. All right. Good to see you. Oh, hello.
Look, paddy field village. This way. Cameraman John really slow, man.
Yes.
Walking is very. My sir, Malayalam sir, physics sir, chemistry sir. Gandhiji, India's Gandhiji, fight any British government given Swatantra.
So there are many people that have changed me here. In particular, one boy stands out to me. His name is Sudesh. And the strength that this boy has, the spirit and the will, and the love of life that emanates from him has been something that's truly inspired me in the past few weeks that I've gotten to know him. His father passed away about 2 weeks ago, and after his death, there was such despair in this family, and such despair in his eyes, and such despair in those moments that I saw him as he was weeping at the feet of his father, laying on the floor in the living room. But from that moment on, he found a way to wrestle with that despair and to turn that into something beautiful, to turn that into an energy of wanting to create a friendship with me. As my next door neighbor, we've been able to hang out, we've been able to play cricket, we've been able to exchange stories in broken English and broken Malayalam, get to know each other. And his joy for life, his ability to turn that pain and that suffering that he's experienced into something beautiful has been something that's truly touched me. And I hope I can do that in the relationships in my life.
കുട്ടിനകത്തൊരു കുഞ്ഞില്ലേ കുഞ്ഞിന് തീറ്റ കൊടുക്കാനായി അയ്യോ കാക്കയെ പറ്റിച്ചേ ചെമ്പനി പൂവേ ഒരു അവിടുത്തെ വെള്ളച്ചാട്ടം വരെ അമ്പോ അവിടെ ചെന്നിട്ട് ഇന്റർവ്യൂ എൻ്റെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പറഞ്ഞോ ഹേ മലയാളം പറഞ്ഞോ ബാറ്റെടു ടിക്ക് 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 ഗട 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 കാട്ടോട്ട് ഗോ ടോട്ട് എൻ്റെ പേര് സൂരജ് എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ അമ്മ ഞാൻ ചേച്ചി അനിയത്തി ഇത്ര പേരുണ്ട് ഞാൻ താമസിക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലം പ്രശാന്തിരിയാണ് ഞാൻ പഠിക്കുന്ന സ്കൂൾ ഞാൻ 8ാം ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പഠിക്കുന്നു കൊടുക്കാനായി കുഞ്ഞെ കിരാനു കരയില്ലേ കുഞ്ഞെ കുഞ്ഞെ കാക്ക കുഞ്ഞെ നീ തരുമോ ഒരു ബിരീഷ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരുത്തുണ്ടായിരുന്നു അവിടെ അപ്പോൾ എന്നോട് അവൻ പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു ആദ്യം അടുത്തൊന്ന് സ്കൂളിലാണ് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നത് അപ്പോൾ ഈ വർഷം സ്കൂളിൽ വന്നപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ നോക്കി അവൻ്റെ ലിസ്റ്റ് എഴുതി കണ്ടില്ല അവന് വീട്ടിലുള്ള പ്രശ്നം കാരണമാണ് അവൻ പഠിക്കാൻ വരാത് ഇപ്പം അവൻ പണിക്ക് പോകാൻ എൻ്റെ പ്രായം തന്നെ 13 പിന്നെ അവർക്ക് സ്കൂളിൽ പോകുന്ന ഇഷ്ടമല്ല അവർ എല്ലാവരും പണിക്ക് പോകാനാണ് അവരുടെ ഈ പൈസ വേണമെന്നാണ് അവർക്ക് ഭയങ്കര വാലാട് പഠിക്കുന്ന അമൽ തോമസ് ഞങ്ങൾ വാലാട് പോയിട്ട് ഒരു ഭവൻ എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു എൻ്റെ അച്ഛന് കള്ളു പിടിച്ച് വന്ന ഭയങ്കര പ്രശ്നം അതുകൊണ്ട് അവന് പഠിക്കാനൊന്നും പറ്റില്ല എന്നിട്ട് അവൻ കരയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു പോയിട്ട് അവൻ്റെ അച്ഛൻ അധികം പണിക്കൊന്നും പോകുന്നില്ല അവൻ്റെ അമ്മയാണ് പൈസയൊക്കെ കൊടുക്കുന്നത് അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ.
In Surya's case, he has lost his father and he is the only boy in his family. His mother is going outside for the work and he has 2 sisters and all the responsibility of the family in future is on his shoulders. But he is optimistic and he has a better hopes for the future. And when others in the community see him as a person, as a kid of confidence, it is an inspiration for them to follow and to overcome their struggles, to forget their struggles.
The issues are so big and they are so far out of my reach. You know, it's the corporations, it's government policies, it's you know, history, colonialism. So when you try to like conceptualize it, and then you almost get to a point sometimes where you feel like there's nothing you can do, like you feel kind of helpless. So for me, I have to remind myself that, you know, I'm not going to fix all the problems in this village in 2 years, you know, but I can at least plant a seed and use whatever resources and energy and time I have while I'm here, and do small things, but, you know, with great love, and hope that, you know, if I can impact even, you know, 10 people here, that they then can also become catalysts for change.
But I want people here to be empowered, to know that they have the power to enact change, that they know have the power to overcome poverty with the resources that they can acquire. I want people to know that we need to wake up. I've been awakened since being here, in experiencing and seeing the suffering that many families are experiencing here, and seeing the poverty here, and seeing the systematic injustice that's oppressing these families, that's making it difficult for children to achieve their passions, to get a quality education. I want people to be awakened to the fact that we are all connected to this.
I think when I look at some of the community members' lives, and you're talking to them, and I mean, although granted, you may not understand everything you're saying to each other, but they're human, you're connected. And for whatever it is, whatever the stressors are in their lives, they are desperate, without hope. I mean, hopelessness is such a debilitating thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the hopelessness, you know, whatever it may be that's causing it. I think that's the poison in your life, in my life, in their life. It's the same, you know, whatever may trigger it, it's a lack of hope, lack of sight of how to get out of that hopeless situation.
That's one of the main reasons why I decided to come to India, is to step away from reading about people suffering certain situations in my books, to step away from seeing people as subjects. Somebody else said, stepping away from seeing people as subjects and having truth, like having sincere relationships with people, and just to understand their situation, but not from a place of privilege, but more of a place of fellowship and community. I didn't need to apologize for my privilege, but I needed to make a constant and a sincere effort to make meaningful relationships.
It doesn't matter like what life you lead, or, you know, where you came from or how you grew up, and because everyone really, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, everyone wants the same thing. You know, they want happiness, they want security, they want love. You know, they want that for their children, and I think like there's a common thread that like unites all of us. So that's something that you know, that I've learned here.
I'm Reshma, and I am a cardiology student. Now I have finished my first year paramedical course. This is my house, and I have two younger sisters. They are studying +1 and 9th standard. I have my father and my mother. There are 5 members in my family. And now I am studying in Bangalore. There is huge big city, not like this. This is a beautiful place. It's my cow home. Now cow is eating grasses. It's so hard to go there. And that big cow's name is Amini. That is Malu. This is a sit out, and this is a hall. This is my younger sister, Jishma, and this is my middle sister, Grishma, and she's studying the 9th standard. She's studying +1, and this is my neighbor and cousin. His name is Srikant. He's studying 5th standard. This is my mama. She's supporting nicely. This is my father. Say hi.
Hi.
Shh, it's bathroom. I'll close it. Then this I will packing my luggages like this, and I want to go tomorrow. I'm so so miss all my family and all. So difficult to go, but I want to study now. That's why I'm going. Here, 19 years old girl become married. 18 years old become married. Their parents to force them to marry. This is I will say this is so wrong, because they want to study nicely. They have ambitions. They want to prove what they are. And I'm a little bit sad. And I will say all parents will be not force them. Whatever they want, please please give me freedom. And after my finishing my course, I want to get a job. അമ്മ ഞാൻ ഡോക്ടർ ആവുമെന്ന് അമ്മയ്ക്ക് തോന്നിയപ്പോൾ അമ്മയ്ക്ക് എന്താണ്?
ഭയങ്കര സന്തോഷം തോന്നി.
She feels so happy. പിന്നെയോ?
ഭയങ്കര ഒരു അഭിമാനം.
She will proud of me.
Jeshma, Bindu's oldest daughter. She's going to nursing school in Bangalore. That can be a problem with a lot of households, that the marriage may not be good, there might be violence, but the woman doesn't have other options, so she's kind of stuck. So she'll at least have the education that she'll have, the opportunity, to make decisions in her future. Yeah, I think the goal is to not need people like myself and Tyler and Isel here, that the community members or, people like Anish from, the outlying area will come and lead this community.
I feel Anish has really taught me how to love, how to be a better person, the selflessness that he emanates, the passion that he has for his community, for his home, the passion that he has for his family, has inspired me to live that way, to live that out in my daily life. Because you can talk about creating right relationships, you can talk about working with communities to build a better quality of life, you can talk about breathing life into dark situations, but talk is nothing without walking the walk.
I have great expectations for my son's future, and I like to provide him the best education that I can give to him, and he can choose his future. And as a parent, as a responsible parent, what I can do is to take care of his education. I want him to grow up sharing with others what we have, and he should be an example for others, a model for others. He should be a good child. As my son, I want Abel to open his eyes on others, and he should be able to, as an individual, he should be able to identify others' sorrows, and he has to share what he has with others. Yeah, I think he should be a better human being.
very true sense and meaning to love the neighbor as oneself. It will cover up the whole initiative for a better life on this planet. As Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister, said, "Miles to go before I sleep."